right. Um, we're on live, and I've got you down there right now. But just to let people come on, it came on early for some reason, a couple minutes. So I'm gonna try and play this video just for a little humor in this COVID time.
Where is my vaccine? I need protection from COVID-19. I can't believe Canada's so slow. For that we can thank Justin Trudeau. A virus popped up in the east. Worse than the flu, it was a real beast. Donald Trump tried to play it down. Many Americans fell for that clown. The world's finest scientific minds produced a vaccine in record time. EU and US had their own supply. With no production, Canadians cried. Oh, where is my vaccine? I need protection from COVID-19. I can't believe Canada's so slow. For that we can thank Justin Trudeau. Hat in hand, we get in line, waiting for US and EU supply. Production capacity was in our land. The Liberals just
Good evening. A little humor there about our COVID, making more fun of Trudeau about our vaccines. But welcome to tonight's broadcast as we chat with Quinton Echols, Jeff Sherwood, and Esther Veed and Cully Trawick from Performance Paddle Supply. And we'll try and get them to let us know how they're doing in a pre-fish. Both these guys travel a great distance to go to these tournaments. They have demanding full-time jobs, but they still take the time to participate in these tournaments. So I'm going to bring on Jeff first here. I don't see Quinton in the queue yet, but let's see if we can get Jeff up here.
Hey
Jeff, welcome.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself? Is Quinton getting set up there?
Yeah, he's getting the whiskey. He's getting the alcohol before he gets the technology dialed in.
All right. Well, we'll start with you then. Just to start off here, Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you? I know you're an ex-Canadian. You're not Canadian citizen, are you? You're a Canadian.
No, Canada. I consider myself Canadian when it suits me.
Okay.
So, yeah, Toronto. Went to U of T. Parents are Canadian. I'm Scorpio. You know that.
Yeah.
Love to fish. I run a ski resort in New Mexico. Few people have been there. Jay Wallen's been there. Duck Chan's been there. Morgan.
Yeah, I saw pictures.
Yeah, so we've got a few people out there skiing, and of course, Esther and Cully were there recently. They didn't ski, but they're going to come back out this summer and do our Via Ferrata, our climbing fiasco. So, and then when I'm not doing that, my heroine is kayak fishing. So
yes, let me ask you this: what did you like better, the ski resort or the sports store? Outdoor sports store.
Yeah, it's different. I really like running the kayak shops a lot because I was so close to. There were ski shops and kayak shops.
Yeah.
The nearest kayak shop to me is 5 hours north or 5 hours south. So Hobie shops are a long way away. So it's painful to only have skis, and everybody's just ski. So I'm living on an island. skiers, so I don't get much of my kayak fix. Although I've brought a few people out and have kind of converted some people to loving kayak fishing in New Mexico. So.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get Quinton on there. I don't know. Did I tell him to lock in again? I tried to bring him in and he disappeared. Tell him to cut and paste into there again.
He's gone away. I don't know where he is.
Oh, I just spoke. I had him queued, and then when I went to put him in, he's gone. All right. We'll wait for him to queue down there again. So, where are you right now?
We're in Russellville, Arkansas, which is the big whatever, huge town, small city, on the Arkansas River or Lake Dardanalle. It's got 2 dams. It's really a river that has a tremendous amount of tributaries and sloughs and backwaters. But it's a river system. It's very shallow. Like the deepest water I've seen all week, Rich, is 60 feet. Oh. And average deep water, when they say like ledge fishing here, it's 20 feet. Today I caught all my fish in 4 or 5 feet, fishing from 10 feet. So it's a bank fisherman's dream, and it's beautiful. There's a lot of great water. It's a lot of water to cover. A lot of different techniques are working, but big fishery.
Nice. Just want to take a break here to welcome our viewers. We have a few viewers out there. Luann Clapp from Michigan. She's getting ready for a captain's meeting for, you know what this weekend is, Jeff? It's the Lake St. Clair Elite Tournament on the Topwater.
Well,
Michigan Kayak Trail, and obviously we're missing it.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Luann. And Antoine Desroches Gagnon from Quebec, Canada. He's also joining us. Antoine's coming down. He's hoping to come down to Texas for the Kayak Bassmaster Championship in June. We're trying to help him set up down there. Okay, we'll bring Quinton on right now. Oh, Migsig also. I'm not sure if Migsig is in Ontario or Quebec. I know he's somewhere on the border there. How you doing, Migsig? And here's our good buddy Tim Percy. I'm going to cut him off though if he starts making wisecracks about my diet. I took a first aid course this week just so that I can save my fisherman friends, my fat ass fisherman friends, in case they have a heart attack in the water. I can help them now. Hint, Tim.
That's how you wear that jersey. See how Quinton has it all buffed out?
Yeah. Well, you lost that much weight there, Jeff. You don't fill it out now.
Yeah, no, it's true.
How you doing, Quinton?
Rich, what's going on?
Not much. Very good. The Quinton, Jeff already talked a little bit about himself. I'd like you just to tell us, who you are, where you're from, and what you do, and how you got into kayak fishing.
Well, first and foremost, never talks a little bit about himself. Quinton Echols. I am a firefighter for Columbus, and I pretty much work a schedule that allows me to fish a lot. So,
well, you said you're fireman. You said you're fireman. That's automatic, isn't it?
Well, you can. Sometimes your schedules get a little busy, but
it is here in Canada. All the firemen in Canada, they got 2 jobs because they got so much. I think they work 24 hours and they get a whole week off, something like that.
I work 24 hours and then I get 48 hours.
Okay.
So
you work a little harder.
Oh, but with that schedule, it allows me to fish. I enjoy it. I've been fishing for Hobie for quite a long time. And never looked back. I been fishing this tournament with Rich for about, what did we get here? Maybe Monday, Tuesday.
You were Jeff. I'd love to be down. I'd love to be down there, Quinton, but you're with Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff. But I tell you what, fishing's been tough for me, but it's coming together. I'm putting the pattern together.
Good stuff. That's great. Great to hear. So you guys got the same jerseys on. Is that on purpose, or you guys don't talk to each other in the morning?
Jeff likes to be like me.
Okay. All right. So a typical tournament for the Hobie BOS. And I know you guys do pretty much the same thing I do. How many days of pre-fish do you try to get in?
We got down here Monday, Tuesday. So travel day was for me and then right after it got after, kind of like to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days is minimum, but 3 days is better, and 4 or 5. 4 or 5, though, honestly, for anybody that's like, if I don't get 5 days of pre-fishing, I have no chance. The reality is the bite changes and everything changes. So 5 days of pre-fishing, I don't think helps you a whole lot more than 2 or 3. Really, what you want to do is figure out, at least for me, what they're biting on and where they are, and then try to duplicate that many times as you can. So you have spot A, B, C, D, whatever. But, you know, I mean, Esther and Cully and I were just talking about it. We're staying in this house. We have a big house that 5 of us rented. I think we're paying $230 each for the entire week. Then we make our lunches and do that. So, I mean, for me, I want to invite people to come and participate in these events. And I haven't cast a check in a Hobie BOS ever. And I still cannot wait to come do this. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. I don't come to it trying to financially balance my ledger. I come to it because I get to fish with Quinton. And the fishing all day is great, but then at night, the camaraderie and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes is almost as much fun as the fishing. And then you get the juice on the Saturday and Sunday, and hopefully you can put something together and get up on hold one of those big checks.
Yes, and I fall in that category as you guys. I mean, I think we're just a little over 40, and you know, we have full-time jobs. I got that right. You guys are over 40. And it's a vacation for me. It sounds like it's the same for you. I mean, I enjoy getting out and getting on the water 3-4 days in a row. And if I'm lucky, I get onto a pattern. I can take Friday off. And that's always a fun day too. But I miss coming down there. I mean, talking to you guys and seeing we'll get Esther and Cully on a little later. I mean, it's been over. Actually, the last time I was in the U.S., it was in North Carolina. I don't think either of you guys were there. And it was a Hobie BOS event on Lake Norman. And then I came home and isolated for 14 days, and I have not been over the border since.
Wow. Yeah, and I mean, you guys not being here, the Canadians not being here, and I can think of, you know, Rick and Tim and you and all the guys that are regularly in these events. We miss you guys a lot. You bring a lot to the table.
Yeah, I miss you guys down there too. But we have a pretty good series here now in Ontario, the Ontario Kayak Bass Trail. You know, it's mostly up in the Kawartha, so you know where that is, Jeff. And you know, the fishing is very poor, but it's a great challenge. I mean, I've had 2 tournaments where I think I didn't even catch a keeper. And I placed second or third in 2 tournaments without having any good pre-fish days. So
it's been second without getting a keeper. I need that.
Huh? Jeff, it was on what's the lake just above Lake Simcoe? It's I forget the name, but anyways,
Lake Joseph?
No, like just above Lake. Anyways, it 4 days, none of us caught hardly. I think between 5 of us, we caught 2 keepers. And we went to a spot that was a community hole. We didn't pre-fish there because we figured the community hole would be busy. And I started catching fish. I think I caught 6 fish. And it got me second place. And Tim was fishing within 30 feet of me, and he couldn't get him. It was just one little spot, like a 30-foot radius. And, I lucked out anyways. Those are nice days. We got Jay Brown also joined us. How you doing, Jay? Jay's a regular visitor, viewer. So we're not too many people joining us tonight, but what we do is they catch on after all these broadcasts are on my page, and you can view them again there. Couchiching, that was the name. Thanks, Jay. Lake Couchiching, Jeff.
I know it. Yeah.
Yes. it's good fishing in June, but I guess our tournament was in July, it was pretty tough.
Ice fishing still in June, isn't it?
No, not really. So, Quinton, are you doing any more events this year?
Yes. So we got Hartwell coming up. Look forward to that. That plays right to river fishing.
Yeah.
And I'd like to let's see, get one more in. You got I want to talk with Jeff, see what he's going to kind of try to coordinate something. We like to travel as and bebop around the different cities, tear it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I've left one date open. I haven't booked my the month of September yet, and I'm not so optimistic anymore. But I was hoping the border be open by then, and I'd hit the Pickwick event in September. But
Loves to pick.
Yeah, that one's starting to look like it's not going to make it neither. I mean, we're in bad off here in Ontario right now. We had over 4,000 cases again today. Now it's young. I don't know about you guys, but young people are dying now and catching it. So it's probably at the worst right now this week and last week than it's been throughout the whole year.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's terrible.
And sadly, it's the seniors aren't dying because they've got the first vaccines, but our prime minister has been very, very slow at acquiring vaccines. He's like, last I heard, we were the 64th per capita as far as vaccines, and I don't know how many third world countries are ahead of us, and I don't think all those countries ahead of us make their own vaccines because that's the excuse he uses. But that's enough of my bitching and complaining, and maybe I'll play that video again later. Okay, but
for the whole prior to coming here, all I vaccines. It was we have a almost drive up. You drive up, I roll up your sleeve, clean it off, administer the vaccine, then you go into essentially a waiting area, and there's no ill effects, no allergic reactions. You're there for a little, and then you take. So that's what I've been doing for the last. Now let me. Been doing that for quite some time, but the last week was most of my time was utilized doing that.
Yeah, well, good for you. So Jeff, you've got your shots too?
I got both of mine. I fit into that senior citizen category now, Rich. Thank you for pointing that out. I have both of mine. And hey, just while I have one other second, I just wanted to say I want to thank AJ McWhorter and Hobie for putting on what I think is the best tournament trail out there. It's 100% payout. So every dollar that you invest in the tournament is paid out either at the tournament or in the Tournament of Champions, which there's no other tournament trail out there at all that does that. That's not a local, a club tournament. So, and I wanted to thank Hobie for giving us the best boat on the planet to fish out of. I'm not saying that because Esther and Cully are here. I would have said that anyway. But we really are blessed to be able to do this, and I wouldn't be able to do it without the great tournament and without Hobie. So thank you.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, it's great to see how it's come from the start of those yearly events in Kentucky.
Yes.
And then the start. This is the third year of the BOS series.
Yep.
Yes, third year, and wow, it just seems to get better and better. I don't know. Has there been an event with less than 100 people yet this year?
Nope.
No, it's that's super. And do they still have a maximum cutoff of 200?
200 is max.
Yeah.
Rich,
Wow.
do you remember that year? I think third, and I came in fourth at that Kentucky event.
I sure do. That was my first time fishing for largemouth bass.
Really?
And yeah, it was I try and tell people that you can be lucky your first time. I haven't been so lucky since, though.
That one spot hasn't been
nothing ever again. You know how many times I've been back there, and so has Craig Wright's gone back there, and oh yeah, I've gone back every time. But let's say hello to Sean Boggs here. I think Sean's from Ohio. He's also another Hobie guy, I think, isn't he? Sean in a Hobie kayak now?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. How you doing, Sean? Thanks for joining us. I think at this point, I'd like to get some time on with Esther and Cully, and maybe we'll say goodbye to Quinton, and we'll go on Jeff's video.
Okay.
Thanks, Quinton. Hope to see you soon. I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully soon. Maybe this year.
All right. Take
Have
care.
a good
Rick.
one. Good luck this week, eh?
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
All right.
Oh, where'd he go? Okay, there we go. So we got a little wider screen here. Okay, so we got Esther Veed and Cully Trawick. Did I say it, or did I butcher it?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. So Esther and Cully, I know a little bit about the history, but you guys have told me, but I'm old, so I can't remember everything. So how long have you guys been with Performance Paddle Supply? Performance Paddle Supply, is that correct?
Well, it used to be.
What is it now?
Sport and H2O, and basically it's just another. That's our company name that we operate under. Since we kind of separated from Steve because he went in house,
Yep.
We're operating on our own. So Sport and H2O is the company name I've been operating under as an independent rep for Hobie. And to answer the question, we have been running this January of 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, been a while.
Okay.
Been
Gee,
a minute.
that's pretty good. I mean, that's just about a year after, a little bit more a year after I got my first Hobie.
There you go. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So how many states do you guys is in your territory?
We cover 21 states, which is actually 2 territories, the northern region and the southern region, but 21 states, basically Texas, Louisiana, Ohio to Utah. That kind of gives you the footprint of what we cover annually on the road.
Wow, you have most of the Midwest too, don't you?
That's basically the majority of the land mass of the continental U.S.
So not everybody understands how Hobies are distributed, but Hobie doesn't sell any kayaks, correct? Directly,
No, that is correct. We go through dealerships. Hobie is a manufacturer that sells directly to dealerships, and that's who we support. Is those mom and pop shops. That's what we do. We travel our territory. We meet with our dealers, their owners, their summer staff. We train them. We just kind of go through what the year looks like, what the challenges are of that year. Plenty of that to be had these days, but that's our job.
And Cully, you're from Texas?
Absolutely.
And Esther, are you from Texas, or do we call you an Army brat?
Both.
Because I know you said you spent some time up here in Michigan, so I would only assume that was because your dad or your parents were in the military. All right, so
yeah, she was born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And
I didn't know that. Wow.
She's around the world.
But spent most of my life.
Yeah, most of her. I mean, she's Texas-based. She's
Okay.
Texas. That's where the family's at, so that's where we are.
So I know you sent me the picture, Esther, of what you travel around in. So you guys travel in a 40-foot trailer?
That was a couple years ago when we were doing. When the last time y'all were probably at the Kentucky event, we were rolling with that. We have a new truck and trailer this year, which is very much in the normal category. So I've got a F350, and we pull a 30-foot just camper, which is a little different than we've done it ever. We usually have product with us, and with what's going on in the world these days, there's not enough product for me to take. So,
yeah.
I'm not going to just haul around product when I would rather be shipping it to my dealers. So
Yeah. It looks a lot bigger in the picture that Esther sent me.
Yeah,
it looks huge in that picture. Now you tell me it's a 30-footer. Wow.
yeah,
That isn't so big. Yeah, you could pull a half ton, but like you said, you Texas guys got to go big all the time, right?
yeah, that's the way we roll.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
So everything's been good. And I see in
It's-
Texas where COVID now is everything's open.
Well, our state's pretty old fashioned like that. Which it's good and bad. But if you travel around Texas, you're going to find people wearing masks, doing the right thing. I was at a demo day, believe it or not. We still have those down south.
Yeah.
But I was at the Mexico border. I mean, you could skip a rock and hit Mexico. We were that close. And everybody was masked up, just out of respect for everybody else. So even though it's not mandatory, people still do the right thing, which is it's good to see.
Well, in the summer when things got really good, the curve was really low. People were wearing masks. They got used to it, and the same things here. Most of the people are doing the social distancing, wearing the mask, being very discreet and conscientious of everybody. So I just want to take a second to say hello to Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan's also a regular viewer. How you doing, Mike? Thanks for joining the show. Mike's a local guy here. Doesn't fish, but he comes on and or he might fish. I don't know. I think he's a hunter. Anyways, so are you going to make it up in Michigan this year?
We will, absolutely. That's Michigan's my favorite part of Texas. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be there Mother's Day weekend, and but Michigan is absolutely a gorgeous state. We love visiting there. We love everything about pretty much our entire territory. Maybe not some, thunder, maybe not Chicago traffic or
Been there.
tornadoes.
Yeah.
Other than that, Mother Nature can throw you some severe curveballs, but there's something pretty, I find, in every state that we cover. But yeah, we'll be in Michigan this year.
Good. Well, like I said, I'm losing hope. I was sure that the border would be open by June, but I don't even know if it's going to happen before the fall or even this year. Things got to change drastically. Like I said earlier, we're probably in our worst week right now, period, since COVID started. And the fact that it's hitting the younger crowds now, our hospitals are full. Here in Windsor, we're actually pretty good. But that's because the P1 strain hasn't really hit us yet. And we're hoping it doesn't hit us. Michigan is still blaming us for them being, apparently they're the worst per capita in the U.S. And there was an article in the paper yesterday. I didn't read it, but they said that they're blaming Ontario. And we're the only link to Michigan here in Windsor, and our numbers are the lowest in Ontario. So I don't know where they're getting that from.
Right.
I guess our nurses are bringing it over.
Must be. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope things return to normal soon. I mean, I don't know how much longer I can do these events for, but I'm working hard at it. If I turn the camera around and showed you what our basement looks like, I've got a regular gym down here. I've got all the equipment I need, and I got nothing else to do. Heck, I'm down another 20 pounds from last year, and Julie and I are. COVID hasn't really affected us. I mean, I go to work every day. We don't have a real large workforce in the plant that I'm in, so it's very good. Our social distancing and coming home. Julie is a great cook. We don't need to go out, so it's been a pleasure. I'm not missing anything really. The only thing I'm missing is being able to travel across the border. That's probably the only thing that's bothering me.
We've missed y'all.
Yeah.
We the Kentucky events, especially from back in the day, with you and Julie there, it felt like old home week. And
Yeah.
I specifically miss that in our travels, having that camaraderie.
Yeah.
When we get back to that, I will hopefully have a whiskey with you in person.
Yes, I hope so too. But anyways, is Esther going to come in and say hello at least before we sign off? I know she's hiding back there. Esther, we can't hear you talk when you're behind the couch, and I know you love to talk.
Hey.
I don't know a shy Esther.
You've been talking to my husband too much.
No. Anyways, it's great to see you, and I'm glad to see things are. I mean, I'm sure business is good with Hobie still. If you don't have any product left, Are they able to get the numbers out that they need?
It's tough. A lot of the issues are the raw materials. There's such a backlog at the California ports, especially Long Beach, and
Yeah.
things take a few weeks are now taking months. And hopefully, if that backlog can clear and raw materials can start flowing a little bit better, we can make moves faster.
I hope that iTrek comes out soon. I heard there's been some problems with it. I just got a call yesterday. My iTrek won't be in till the summer, maybe July or August. And are you able to talk about the new ownership, how that's gone?
So far, it's good. There's a lot of energy, and their key focus is getting product out the door.
Yes.
So we feel the energy, and we're excited about it.
Okay, well, good. I mean, I'm familiar with the company, Maynard Industries, or whatever they're called, but I've dealt with them in the past with auctions in manufacturing. So I'm
with new ownership, a lot of very high level thinking that is good for our future as a company and good for our consumers.
Yes.
As a rep, it's been a very exciting time to see everything that's kind of gone on behind the curtain in a positive way. So I'm counting on 2022. That's as soon as 2021 hit, I'm like, yeah, we need to power through this just to hit 2022 to get things back on track. And so that's kind of what I'm counting on. But I can't say any. I mean, it's just been supremely positive. Everything that we see day in and day out.
Good. This is a young group of executives from Maynard, I see.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to get some work out of them. I do have I'm hoping to get together with one of the guys there. We have chatted a bit. You're not surprised? Anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to 22 also. I mean, I've pretty well written off 21 as far as any type of travel and international travel. We miss our Cuba trip. I still have that trip to Panama that was canceled last year, and it's in December. I'll give it till September. I may cancel that too again or postpone it another year, but 22 is going to be the year. I'm really thinking positive there. But anyways, I want to thank you. It's great seeing both of you. Thank Jeff and Quinton for me. I mean, good luck to those guys, and say hello to everybody else for me. Julie says hello. She's hopefully she's still awake up there. Oh, yeah, she's awake. Anyways, thanks a lot, and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you, Rich.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers, guys. All right, good night. And again, you can watch the rest of this. You can see this video again over on my page. And any comments that are put up, I'll answer any questions you have. All right, good night. Thanks for viewing.